Hi, this is Pastor Rick again, and my normal blogs talk about theological and or current events, but I wanted to spend a little time explaining a project that I've been working on for quite some time. My doctoral work with Liberty University School of Divinity centers around a curriculum, building a curriculum to minister to step families and also to train church leadership in order to come alongside these families. Research shows that step families or some type of step-family dynamic represents about 50% of the population of the United States. And we know that our church's populations, our congregations, mirror the population outside the church. And so that means half of our congregations has some type of step-family or blended family relationship. My research in my thesis project is to build a church-based, biblically-based curriculum in order to minister to step families, train them in the areas that they need training, as well as equip lay and staff leadership in our churches to come alongside this very, very fruitful ministry. Most of the step family ministries that are conducted in churches are actually kind of grassroots. In other words, they're actually ran and started by step families themselves. And so I think the churches largely in America are missing an opportunity. In fact, if you look at the books or literature that is written about step families, very little of it comes from the church or from pastors or from leadership in the church. It's mainly written by well-meaning and very equipped counselors. But most of them include a plea to the churches that we get our act together. Now, I'm bringing this up because what I need is help from you. I have developed a survey of about 100 plus questions, very quick survey through the medium of SurveyMonkey, but it is conveniently posted on my church's Faith Fellowship of Bell County website, and you can find it there if you go. Now, it is geared towards step family members, whether it be a biological parent of a step family or a step father or mother or a stepchild or a biological child, a half-brother or sister, if you will, or anybody else that might live in that home with a step family. However, I don't exclude those who aren't part of a step family. Why? Because most of those people know people in step families, especially if they go to a church or have some involvement in the church. I'd love to hear their perspectives. The survey doesn't ask for correct answers. It merely asks for answers that are indicative of what you think or what you perceive. So if you don't apply to one or more of the questions, it's easy. You just skip through them and you can move through it quite quickly. But I need your help. I need a lot of responses in order to make the data more valuable as I build this curriculum, and I'm on a time constraint. So if you would do me a favor and go to www.myfaithfellowship.org, right there on the top ribbon, you'll see Step Family Survey. If you click on that, all the detailed information about the survey is there, and then the survey itself. And if you just click through it, it'll collect your responses, and I would be very, very grateful. We as the church need to stop denying access to Jesus. And many of the step families that are out there, the step children, the step parents, feel like they're second-class Christians, that they somehow can't reveal the makeup or the dynamic of their family for fear of judgment or persecution or even being shunned. So we actually have a term, closet step family. That's a shame, because step families are families. Blended families are families. In fact, Joseph, the father of the human Jesus, was actually not his biological father, but his stepfather, and he stepped up. In fact, our first president, George Washington, his two daughters were from Martha's first marriage. And so we need to engage this particular phenom that is in our church, because they need special types of ministries since it is so complicated. Marriages are already in trouble in this country. It is so much harder when you add the complexities of a second or third marriage. And really, the idea is to break that cycle of divorce and remarriage so that they might live complete and healthy and God-loving lives. Thank you for your help. I look forward to the responses. By the way, every one of them is anonymous completely.